Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Rick Roll. Alright, it is Tuesday, November 8th. It is election day in the United States, and I gotta go out and do my duty and vote. I also gotta get a little haircut. I'm getting a little fuzzy, so that's gonna be how I'm gonna start out the day, and then I'll come home and figure out what I can do to get myself in trouble. Yeah, there's always tons and tons of campaign literature out here. Signs and placards, vote for this person, vote for that person. And I always try and make a walk the whole length of it just to kind of show you how insane it really gets. I don't know if that's going to be a selling message here in Texas, but we'll see. Actually got people holding signs up. Sometimes I've actually been out here and there's actually been actual candidates out here. So this must be a fairly big voting place. But it gets, as you get further and further this way, it kind of gets more and more. This is just kind of the outskirts right now. Yeah, see, I guess this is kind of the main area where people are parking, so it makes sense that they got all the literature out here, all the signs, all the placards. Just on my own judging at things, because I've been here a number of times, this seems to be a very big election, because I mean this parking lot is filled, and where I park my car is absolutely packed also. There's actually people waiting to find places to park, so that's a good thing, I think. I hope that results in some serious change here. Because we are definitely on the wrong track. All right, going in to vote. All right, I have voted, so got that part of it done. And I got the haircut done too, so I think that looks a lot better. I'm a little bit more presentable now, and this should make things a little bit more comfortable. I've been noticing that it's been bugging me a little bit because the hair tickles the inside of my ears, so I always try and get it off the ear and nice and short, and that way I won't have to worry about this again for a while. Now, it's been a while since I've been to the Carleen Bright Arboretum. It's been shut down for about the last year and a half. And you may recall a week or two ago, I came by here and found one of the groundskeepers. And he told me that he thought it was going to be open like early in November. And I kind of drove by today, and I'm not sure if it's open yet or not, but one of the gates was open inside. So I'm going to see if I can get in and see what they've done in there. Yeah, see, this is part of the confusion here. This is normally the entry gate, and it's closed, but the exit gate is open, so I'm gonna at least walk in and see what's going on in there. They changed the parking lot. This used to be a paved parking lot. They changed the configuration too. That area over there by those bushes, behind the pots there, used to be also part of the parking lot. So yeah, they've actually changed this quite a bit. And I guess they got Whitehall Center. It looks like almost a church. I know I've heard of people like having weddings and stuff in here. Basically, like I said, this place has been closed down for about a year and a half now. I thought it was because it closed down around the time we had that big winter storm here about a year and a half ago, and I wasn't sure exactly what was the cause of that. I thought that's what it was, but it turns out this area replaced an aging sewer line, and I guess the sewer line went right through the middle of the park, so they closed the park down for a while. But they've really reconfigured this. Got some new planters in here. This looks really nice. The shed here is very colorful. I don't think that's ever been here before. Little greenhouse back here. Little footbridge over there. Let's go check out what's over there. Looks like they just laid new sod here, so I don't want to walk through their sod. How do you get in there, though? Now, I guess this footbridge probably always was here. Or at least was here probably last time I was here, but they haven't really completely built everything up yet. Because usually they have all sorts of stuff climbing on these trellises and stuff like that. So this hasn't changed, I don't think, a whole lot, except there's no plants in here. This is one of those, you get little spy things so you can look at different animals out in the wild and have them not necessarily see you. And they get the feeders out here, but feeders don't look like they've been filled in a while. Looks like they've added some new trees here that'll hopefully fill in and make this look really pretty. Yeah, I think they got to replenish a lot of the plants, but they have done some work in here and it looks nice. All sorts of kind of cool backdrops and stuff like that. This is probably a great place for like I said, I think a lot of times they use this for weddings and that kind of stuff. So all sorts of kind of cool places for photo ops here. Sarah's place. Yeah, see, I could totally see somebody coming here and using this as a backdrop for a wedding photo. And you got all sorts of choices available to you. Because here's one with butterflies. Oh, and look at the bush that they've made up to kind of resemble a butterfly here. They've trimmed that all out. How cool is that? I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a butterfly, but after having visited the bat colony in Huntsville, Texas, I kind of keep thinking that. Yeah, they've definitely changed in here a bit. That's always been here. But see, this is kind of the walkway here now. They have, they got a little veterans thing back here. Let's go take a look at that. Veteran Memorial Garden. Yeah, sod's got to have a little time to kick in a little bit here, but I'm glad to see they're planning a whole bunch of new stuff in here. It was raining here yesterday, so it's a little muddy down here. I can kind of feel the ground giving way under my feet. The Military Order of the Purple Heart, honoring the wounded military and those killed in combat waging war against the enemies of the United States of America. Homeland Patriot Garden, honoring the courage and sacrifice of police and firefighters. POW MIA, honoring the soldiers, Marines, sailors, and airmen who were prisoners of war. Remembering our missing in action. Oh, that's kind of interesting. The Black India granite originated from the same quarries as the wall of the National Vietnam Memorial Monument in Washington, D.C., and represents the solemn dignity we hold towards all of our POWs and MIAs. Veterans Memorial Garden, dedicated to preserving the memory of our veterans and their families, honoring the men and women who served in the military to defend the United States of America. It's kind of interesting. They've completely redesigned this area here, because there used to just be a bridge that went over. I guess there's a little gully here, and runoff heads down to Lake Waco, which is that way. And there used to just be a bridge going over this thing, but they've completely filled it in now. And looks like they've got, the trees growing on either side of the path. That's going to be really nice in a few years. And yeah, they just got a little channel there for the water to go through. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna go this way here. Yeah, there's a lot of new stuff here, because I think originally the trail came across over here. Because I remember this thing, I remember this thing, and you always come in this side of it, and that side of this gazebo thing, which, I don't know, maybe that gazebo wasn't even there. They've reconfigured this thing big time. Because that building over there, I remember that, but that was like way, way off on the back side here. So we're further back on the Arboretum. In fact, that may have been the path over there. It's going to be kind of fun to go exploring this again, because this is almost like a new place. Because I remember this thing, Massey Meditation Grove. Just a bunch of places to kind of sit back and relax. Oh yeah, see, that must have been where the sewer line went through over there, because that's all ripped up. And then once you're back in here, then that kind of goes off the beaten path back there and back to the back of the grounds. So we're gonna follow the trail back here a little bit. There's a trail going down there too. I don't remember that one. Talking about the history of this kind of ravine area here. Yeah, see, that's clearly where the sewer line went through back there, because they've basically just stripped everything out of there. maybe decide they're just going to leave it as it is and turn it into a road. It probably looked like it might have been partially used anyway, because I see they get power lines running through here. Going back to the houses over there. Okay, well, let's go back on the trail. This isn't the... Nobody wants to see the utility trail, right? Yeah, I remember this gazebo. If you remember when I did the memorial video for my father, you know, that was all in the middle of the COVID thing, and we couldn't get together and have a true memorial service, so we did this online thing where we just produced a video and had everyone video in their comments. Yeah, this is where I shot my video, right here. That was my background right there. Given in memory of John and Clara Willis. Now it's used to memorialize my father. The trail winds around a little bit back here, but it kind of dead ends in the river pretty quick here. You can see it's starting to get a little bit more rough now. And because it's really muddy down there, I'm not going to go much further. But yeah, you can see there's the ravine down there. Little river kind of trickling through here on its way out to the lake. Definitely keeping my eye out for poison ivy back here. This isn't very far from where I got poison ivy last time, if that's what that was. Yeah, there's the ravine down there. Little babbling brook blowing through here. Soft shoulder, steep slope. Yeah, you're right. That fence is about to go down the hill all by itself here. Look at how much that thing's sloping. One or two good rains and this thing's going to be down the hill there. I've said this before, but I love that there's so many like natural spots like this here in Waco. I couldn't just drive 10 or 15 minutes in California and get to a place like this. It was a real investment to do that. You had to spend an hour, hour and a half in the car to get to some place like this. And I got all sorts of options around here. I love that. It's just so nice to be able to get away from things every once in a while. Almost looks like there's another trail going over here. But I don't know how far it goes. Beautiful and quiet back here. I think we came that way the first time, so we'll go this way. We'll take the long way around. You're in the wrong area, buddy. The butterfly section's over there. Okay, I guess I'm not the only person in here, so maybe I'm not violating too much of rules here. They've got to do a lot of work back here, but I think the way they've kind of reconfigured things back here, they've got a lot more room back here too, so I look forward to seeing what this is going to turn into in the future. I guess we got a little singing performance going here. Grandma's filming the kid in the gazebo singing. That'll be a fun memory. It's a trip. There's just a whole bunch of little areas that kind of dead end back here into little gazebos or little meeting spots. And everyone has this kind of own little personality. Look at all these hanging baskets here. All sorts of different stuff in them. Nice little water feature, which isn't running at the moment. Alright, well I think I'm kind of wrapping this one up, but I'm actually glad I came by here. They did a nice job in here, and while they got a lot of work to do, they've got a lot more area to work with too, and so I expect that this is going to turn into really a kind of a crown jewel of the Waco area before too long, when they really get serious about filling this stuff in here and using some of the space that they have. But I like a lot what they've done back here, so great job, Carleen Bright Arboretum. This is going to be a very nice place when it's done. So I think that's all that I have for today. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night. So it was interesting. I was kind of on my way out and I ran into one of the guys that works here, and he was very, very happy to talk about what's going on here, what their plans are. And man, they've got all sorts of plans. They want to have like farmers markets back here, and you know, like I said, they say the sewer line basically started back there, went straight back that way through that big open patch that I showed you a little while ago, and they basically just ripped this place up. So you know, he was talking about how they've got all these plans to, you know, make it more of an open space, you know, turn it into more of a world-class arboretum. And like I said, I think they've started off really well. I'm definitely going to have to come back here and check this place out again, see what they're doing, because he told me about some of their plans they have over the next year or two, and this is just the beginning.